Right. This is the breaking out of the box meditation. I'm going to give a quick explanation and then we'll go into the meditation. I don't want this meditation to go more than 10 minutes. I want you to be able to use it anytime and fit it into your busy schedule. So, we are in a very powerful time. And really, there's no bad time to step into greatness. Okay. When it comes to stepping forward, when it comes to leveling up, oftentimes we have to shed the layers, the particular belief systems, the particular thoughts, actions, emotions, the combination of emotions that no longer serve who we are. One of the biggest things that keeps us from stepping into greatness is the pattern of fear, right? We don't know what's on the other side. We haven't seen it within our reality. We've never seen anyone step out, or if we have, we hear the urban legends of them failing. And this allows us to stay small. It gives us permission to live as cowards and stay in the density of humanity, in the lack of movement, in to keep you from being a sovereign being. So if you're listening to this, there's something that you're ready to let go of. There's something that you're ready to put down. Now, again, I don't know if you found me on TikTok. This is not talk therapy. I don't give a shit what's holding you back. And I want to be very clear on that. That is a story. That is a label that you've chosen to carry with you, and it's time to set it down. More than likely, there are other stories, other patterns, other pieces associated with it. It's on you to put it down. We don't need to identify it. If we do, we can go into a one-on-one session. You can book with me. We have to make sure we vibe. I have to make sure you're actually going to do the work. I only work with high performers, such as athletes and Fortune 500 executives and entrepreneurs. And moms, that doesn't mean that you're not a high performer. Mothers are some of the highest performers in the universe. But I got to make sure your heart's in it. I got to make sure your mind's in it. And I got to make sure the action's there. But I digress. We are here right now to go through a quick meditation. Best practices when meditating with me. I want you to let go of anything else you know. Really quick, we're just going to practice breath. This will only take a few minutes and then we'll go directly into the meditation. I want one hand over the chest. I want one hand over the belly. Okay. And here's what we're going to do. As you inhale, that hand on the belly better expand out before the hand on the chest. We are breathing deep here. Many times when fear has overtaken us, when we are stuck in the sympathetic nervous system response of fight, flight, or freeze or fawn, the breath gets shallow. We can't think when we're not properly oxygenated. So let's get into it. Go ahead, just practice. Take in a deep inhale. And tell me, does the belly expand out before the chest? Practice it a few times. It's a little awkward. I'll tell you, majority of this country doesn't breathe properly. So practice it a few times. Now I'm going to go through a few more best practices and then we'll go in. I want your spine to be as straight as possible. I don't care if you're laying down. If you're laying down and it is comfortable, okay? I'm not a doctor. You got to stay comfortable. I don't want a pillow behind your neck. I want your spine to be straight. You can throw that pillow under your knees. You can put a chair under your knees. I don't care. Put something under your knees, but keep the spine straight. If you're sitting in a chair, I'm going to ask that you scoot to the edge of the chair. I don't want you to lean back. Okay. I want the spine straight. Also, what this does, if we're sitting, if we're choosing to sit in a chair, it helps us to firmly plant our feet on the ground. You are supported by Mother Earth. You are supported by this planet. Not only that, on the very bottom of your foot, there is a particular acupressure point known as the bubbling spring. This directly connects to the kidneys. The kidneys house unprocessed fear, which is what we're going to let go of. So allow yourself to be supported. I'll tell you, many high achievers, what we've done is we have pushed away help and support until we absolutely desperately need it. And even then, we'll suffer in silence. We're done with that program. So allow that support to come up. Okay. Other things I'd like you to do. If you have high blood pressure, we're going to go palms facing down. Just rest them on your thighs. If you're okay, no high blood pressure, we're going to go palms facing up. Now notice how my hands are cupped. It's almost like I'm ready to take in a basketball or a volleyball. Okay. This is a powerful hand position. Also notice there is space between my fingers. I want you to have that space too. Palms down, palms up, doesn't matter. Go ahead and rest them. I want a gentle smile on the face. More than likely, you know the science behind smiling, but even as the edges start to curl up, there is that neurochemical response that's happening. We're already taking control of our brain chemistry, and I want you to do that now. I also want the tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth where you say the letter N. Try it with me. N. Gently touching. We're not thrusting. Okay. All right. Spine straight. Gentle smile. Tip of the tongue gets the roof of the mouth. Focusing in on the breath. We're going to go through a few breaths. We're just going to do a clearing and then we're going to go directly into the meditation. Go ahead and close your eyes. Let's begin. I'm going to go ahead and take a nice deep inhale. Go ahead and exhale out. Best practice here is going to be both the inhale and the exhale through the nose. Just to bring more relaxation into the body, just to start to calibrate the system, just to bring us back into that parasympathetic nervous response. Rest and digest. You may even yawn. I'm going to ask that you even out your inhale and your exhale. If you don't know which is longer, that's okay. Just notice, take a few breaths. Notice which one is longer. Is it the inhale? Or is it the exhale? Match the other side to it. And I want these breaths to be deep and gentle, relaxed. We're not looking to bring tension into the body in this meditation. If it's helpful, I want you to see a beautiful white light coming in with every breath, through every pore, not just through your lungs. I want to see it swirling around in the body. Do you notice any areas of tension, any areas of discomfort? I want you to see that breath coming in, swirling around that area, turning it into black smoke, and on the exhale, releasing it. Now we'll just do a quick body scan, starting at the very top of the head. With every inhale, you're just going to pull in more and more relaxation. I want you to feel almost like warm oil is being poured over the top of the head. That relaxation, starting at the very first hair, down over the scalp, relaxing the forehead, relaxing the eyebrows, allowing your eyes to roll back further in their sockets, relaxing the temples, especially for my migraine sufferers. As you relax the temples, you may get that urge to roll your jaw. Go ahead and do that now. Relaxing the ears, allowing them to relax and focus only on my voice. Relaxing the sinuses, relaxing the mouth, the tongue, the teeth. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the back of the skull. As you focus in on the back of your skull, even though your eyes are closed, you may notice that your eyes relax even more as we go over the occipital lobe. Relaxing the throat, allowing that restriction to leave. Perhaps you notice more breath coming in. Allowing that relaxation to pour over the shoulders. Perhaps you notice your shoulders drop a little bit more. Relaxing the back, relaxing the chest. Allowing it to go down. Relaxing your lungs. And as we get to the lungs, we just simply shift into gratitude for this beautiful body, for this amazing, amazing vehicle that does everything we need to stay alive. Relaxing the stomach, relaxing all organs, the intestines, the kidneys, the liver, the bladder. Relaxing the hips. We carry so much tension in the hips. Feeling that relaxation pour down over the tip of the tailbone. Take one extra breath at the tailbone. Allow it to relax and align. Feel that relaxation with that next inhale pouring over the hips, slowly down the legs, slowly down the thighs, getting to your knees. taking an extra breath, relaxing the back of the knees and the front of the knees. Allowing that relaxation to pour down the shins and the calves into the ankles. Relaxing the ankles, relaxing all of the feet, relaxing the toes. As the toes relax, the hands and the fingertips also relax. And now we're ready to begin. You find yourself in a dark room, your body curled into a ball. On every side of you, you feel the firmness, the surface of a small box. Perhaps you notice panic, perhaps you notice fear arising. It's okay, you are safe. Remember that this is an illusion. But I also want you to notice that with barely any effort, the box around you begins to crumble. Maybe you shake your shoulders. Maybe you reach your hand out, but it crumbles. The box was simply fear. And by touching the fear, by allowing the fear, by noticing how close the fear was to you, that's all it took. It dissolved. You have a little bit of room. You get on your hands and your knees, but you notice you are now in a wood box. The wood box gives you approximately 6 inches around you. Take a deep breath in. You decide, well, that other box dissolved so quickly. Let's try this one. This one's a little harder, but with minimal effort, you're able to crack through it. The box shatters. Now you're able to get up on your knees. But again, you find yourself in another box made of wood. Now we're just going to take a moment here. As you look around this box, you see symbols carved on the inside. They're not in your language. But as you look around, you may identify some of them as stories. You may identify some of them as particular emotions, electricity in motion. You notice these are stories and labels. They're your stories and labels. And they've been boxing you in. You have a choice here. Are you ready to let go of these? You don't have to identify what they are. So now you make fists. And bang the side of the box, and it quickly dissolves. A little bit more effort this time. You're not quite able to stand yet. You find yourself in another. Again, a series of labels, a series of symbols. This time you barely even look at the meaning. This one requires a little more effort. Maybe you need to push harder. I want you to push now. Let go of the labels, let go of the stories, let go of the subconscious, unconscious programming. Ask your higher self, ask the superconscious to come online and let go of any persons, places, or things that are holding you back from your greatness now. Dissolve that attachment to them. And as this box breaks, you are able to fully stand up. You feel courageous. You feel strong. You feel different. Breathe it in. Breathe in the difference of how powerful you are. To your left, there's a door. Go. Walk into this new version of you, into this new version of life with courage and confidence. I'll record a longer one later, but this is an easy one to remind you of how powerful you are. I'm Chris. Christine with Earth's Kiss Alchemy. Thank you for checking this out. Please like and follow below.